Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Speaker in the Spotlight, which is your chance to get to meet some of our speakers in the upcoming Children's Mental Health Matters Summit. It kicks off on the 16th of September, which is not far away, and tickets are completely free. So if you haven't got yours yet and you want to come along, just visit the Children's Mental Health Matters Summit.co.uk website, and you will be able to get your free ticket there and see all 58 presentations that will be happening over 10 days. So today we are joined by the lovely Emma Nottage. Hello, Emma.
Hello, Cassie. Hello, everybody.
How are
Hi.
you today?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's quite sunny here for a change.
Getting to the end of August when we record this,
Mm,
and we've got a little bit of sunshine, which is amazing.
that's right. Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
hi,
I will
everyone.
hand straight over. Oh, sorry, I was just going to say I'll hand straight over to you, Emma. If you could just give us an introduction to who Emma is.
Yes, thank you, Cassie. So hi, everyone. I'm Emma Nottage, and I am blessed to be in the West Country in the UK. And I absolutely love enjoying my local environment, going on coastal walks, spending time in nature. And I do that with my husband. We've been married 21 years now. We don't actually have any children. That's been a little bit of our story. But we do now do some respite care for a teenager. So that's exciting and brings something else to our life. Um, I don't have any pets because I'm actually asthmatic. So I can't really have cats and dogs, unfortunately. But I do love elephants. And if you came to my house, you might even see some in the background now, but you'll find lots of elephant related things. Um, and of course, the other thing about me is music is my jam. So I love performing in orchestras and also singing in teachers' rock choir. So that's pretty much how I fill my time. But also, I'm a member of my church and I do some youth work there. So, yeah, I'm quite busy. Um, I think the other thing I just want to share is I've always believed that I'm on this earth to be an encourager. So in everything that I do, that's always in the back of my mind.
That's lovely, and you are a very good encourager.
Oh, thank you,
And,
Kathy.
and yeah, you are very, very, very busy lady. And I know that your passions influence your business in a big, big way. So do you want to tell us a little bit more about your business and, how you help people?
Yes, so thank you, Cassie. Yes, I wasn't always an entrepreneur, a business person. I've had a history of being a primary school teacher for over 20 years, and I've always loved teaching. No, that's a part of me. And alongside school teaching, I became a private music tutor. First of all, working with children and young people. And then in more recent times, I have begun working with adults. And that really lights me up. I love to be able to help people who in the past have had a negative experience with music, sadly, to change that to something much more positive and to learn a new skill, whether that be developing their singing voice or playing a new musical instrument. I love to help them grow in confidence and in their musical skill. And then during lockdown years, I had to reinvent what I did, and I became an online music tutor. And that led me into different paths, including meeting you, Cassie. But one of the things that I added to my bow, as we say, is I am now an accredited life coach as well, because the whole thing about limiting beliefs and not going after your dreams is a bigger topic than just music, and I wanted to help more people. So I am also a coach now, particularly working with midlife adults like myself who find themselves in that place of reinvention. Um, but I'm still a music teacher as well.
Yes, you have many strings to your bow, so which is amazing. And so your links are shared with the interview when it goes out, but everyone tends to be in one place more than the other. So if people wanted to contact you or find out more about you and what you do, what's the best, sort of the quickest and easiest way for someone to find and contact you?
Yes, yeah, I try and be on all places, but it is difficult to keep up. So you'll find me most on Facebook. I have business pages there as Mrs. Emma Nottage, music tutor, and Mrs. Emma Nottage, life coach. And also I'm on Facebook a lot, so you can find my personal profile as well. But my website has links to everything, to all my profiles. So that's the easiest place to find it all, which is musicaldiamond.com.
Amazing. Amazing. So you will be able to find Emma in any of those places. And so just sort of taking a slight change in direction and just adding as well, you are a loyal speaker at the summit. This is your third year out of three. So you are a loyal speaker. What is it that first of all drew you to the summit itself, but then what why do you want to be involved sort of year on year? What's the reasoning behind that?
Yes. Well, first of all, credit to you, Cassie, for creating it and bringing us all together for such an important topic as a whole. I'm so glad that in recent times, more awareness is there about supporting mental health for young people, but also for every age. I think a lot of the taboos that were there in the past, sadly, are being broken down through events like this. I love the whole thing about it's okay to not be okay. um, I know that when I was a child and in my teenage years, I did personally go through some difficult times emotionally, and perhaps didn't always go reach out to people as early as I could have. And I think there was a lot of stigma in the past. And certainly, for example, as a teacher, something stood out to me that when you went for insurance as a teacher, it was more to include mental health issues, and it shouldn't be that way,
Mhm.
So I'm just passionate that we're bringing a voice to help people of all ages, because one of the things I say is that we all have mental health like we all have physical health, and we'll all experience different challenges at different points in our lives. And if there's something there that can help navigate us to seek support and also to know we're not alone, then I just think that is so valuable. And it's great that this is the Children's Mental Health Matters Summit, because it does matter. Um, so yeah, that's really why I'm drawn to it. And again, supporting it for 3 years, I think I'll always support it because it's always going to be relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, and we value having you, and I think you raised a really important point there, because when you mention mental health, people always just assume negativity when in fact you you can have positive. And the idea behind the summit is to provide support and help and show you and educate people in ways that they can bring that change about. So thank you for returning. And as we sort of wrap up, would you like to give a little sneak peek about what your presentation will be about, please?
Yes, well, it's a topic I speak on because I am passionate about it. And my talk is going to be 7 ways that music can support mental and brain health. I just think the power of music is phenomenal, and it's a resource that is fairly cheap, fairly accessible in the right way, um, and is something that could be tapped in far more because it has so many benefits. So that's a little sneak peek about what it's going to be.
Amazing, and I'd highly recommend you coming along and seeing Emma's presentation for sure. Because I find that especially, well, adults and young people, music is that gateway, and it can have so many effects that people don't always realize. So it's amazing to learn more from Emma. So just as we're wrapping up, was there anything else that you wanted to say that I haven't covered, or have we covered everything?
I think we've covered everything. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for acknowledging the point about mental health can be positive and not always negative. It's a little bugbear of mine. I used to shout at the television when they would say mental health when they didn't actually mean mental health. And yeah, so thank you for that, because I think that is a really valuable and valid point that we need to keep bringing home, that we all have mental health.
Yeah, yeah, it is, and it is very important. As I say, the way that society deems it is that mental health is bad, and that is not that is not the case. That would be like saying physical health is always bad, as you said. So it's really important, and as a fellow NLP practitioner, to be aware of the language that you are using and how you relate to things. So thank you for raising that. So thank you again for your time joining us today, Emma. Please do reach out to Emma if you have any questions for her. You can also put them in the comments with this interview. And do tune in again for another speaker in the spotlight very, very soon. But for now, we'll see you all later. Bye bye.
Bye.